These are all examples of squares. So what's the definition of square? A square is something that has all sides equal in length. And if we take a look here, we could see that in this example, each side is about 4 inches, right? So you measure each side 4 inches, 4 inches, and 4 inches. And that's what makes it a square, when all the sides are the same length. You'll also notice that the angles are all right angles. They're all 90 degrees. So in each of these cases, you have 4 90-degree angles or right angles. The diagonals are also equal. So when you take a look at the string here, the diagonal that cuts it across, you'll see that it's the same length in both cases. And here we have 4 lines of symmetry. Lines of symmetry are those mirrors, right? So we have 1 line of symmetry here, right? So if you mirror that this would be the same thing. You have this line of symmetry where you have the same shape on both sides. You have this line of symmetry that creates 2 triangles, as well as this line of symmetry as well. And it's a regular polygon, and polygon just means, it's a Greek word for many, and it has 4 sides. All right, here's everything you need to know about rectangles. We provided a couple of, or a few examples. And what you can notice from each one of these examples is that opposite sides are parallel. So this side and this side are opposite, but they run the same way. Same with these 2 sides, they're parallel and they run this way. All 4 angles are 90 degrees. So if you look at the corners here, in each case, it forms a 90-degree angle. So all of those together are 90-degree angles. Diagonals are equal in length. So if you were to take a diagonal of any one of these, let's say it measures here, you go along the next diagonal and it's the exact same length. Same with the small one, so you could figure that out, that it's the same length. There's 2 lines of symmetry, and symmetry means it's like a mirror. So what it really says is that if you would split this into 2, you could see that if this was a mirror, then you would have the exact same thing on this side and on this side. That's 1 line of symmetry. The other line of symmetry is going in this axis, opposite axes. And what you could see with that line is that you have the exact same shape on both sides if this line intersects at exactly halfway that dimension. And in this case, we went halfway this dimension. And you see here also that the lengths are not equal to the widths. That's what defines a rectangle. When it comes to triangles, the name just gives it away. Triangle. Tri means 3. So any triangle has to have 3 things. It has to have 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. It has to have 3 angles, 1, 2, 3. And it has to also have 3 vertices. Now, what's a vertice, right? A vertice is just simply a corner, a point where 2 lines meet. And so you see that there's a corner here, and a corner here. That's what you need to know about triangles.